Liverpool's summer transfer plans may have taken a significant hit following the latest developments surrounding one of their top targets. With Arne Slot at the helm and aiming to shape the squad in his image, the club had been closely monitoring several high-profile names, but the latest update could force a rethink. As the Reds continue to work behind the scenes on incomings and outgoings, this latest twist represents an unwanted setback at a key stage in the window. So what has caused this and who is involved? Let's break it down, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool are champions again. To mark this historic 20th league title, we've just launched our exclusive Champions collection of t-shirts. Celebrate in style and show your pride with official gear made for real Reds. Head over to copiclothing.com or just click the link in the description and grab yours while stocks last. But first, Liverpool's pursuit of Milos Kerkez could reach a final agreement by the end of the week, with a new report stating the club are closing in on their third signing of the summer. In a week that will see Florian Wirtz undergo his medical, Liverpool could wrap up another signing with an agreement for Kerkez in sight. According to the paper, which has readily documented the club's interest from the start, talks are at an advanced stage and should be agreed by the end of the week. There is the caveat that there are still issues to resolve, but a package worth between £40 to £45 million is expected, with negotiations now centered on how the fee will be structured. The report adds that there is optimism on both sides that a deal can be agreed in the next few days for the left-back, who is to sign a 5-year contract with Liverpool. Bournemouth have already signed the Hungarian's replacement, announcing the arrival of Adrian Trufer from Rennes in a £14.5 million deal, a clear nod to Kerkez's future. The 21-year-old will arrive as all but the first-choice left-back, which has triggered news of Andy Robertson's potential departure to Atletico Madrid this summer. The Scot has been described as a top target for the Spanish side, with the player claimed to have already said yes to the move. Robertson had only days prior explained talks had taken place between him and Liverpool over his future, with his contract expiring next summer, but remained unsure about the future. It remains to be seen if Robertson makes for the exit, but if he does, it would likely see Kostas Tsimikas retained in his role as a backup. As it stands, Kerkez is close to becoming the club's third signing of the summer, with outgoings expected to be the focus once the left-back and Wirtz are unveiled. Now, Liverpool have been handed a major transfer blow after the latest development. Liverpool's options up front are becoming more limited as the transfer window reopens. The Reds have prioritised elsewhere in the early weeks of the summer market, with Jeremy Frimpong's arrival secured at right-back, and Armin Pexi brought in to strengthen the goalkeeper department. Florian Wirtz's signing should be rubber-stamped this week, while all the signs point to Milos Kerkez following him through the door at Anfield. This means that despite Darwin Núñez and Diogo Jota's struggles this season, Richard Hughes and Arne Slot will be more opportunistic in the market when it comes to strikers, perhaps waiting to see what options present themselves. But several options are now off the table. Liam Delap's move to Chelsea has been completed, Julian Alvarez's exit has been ruled out by Atletico Madrid, and it appears that Victor Gyökeres could be Arsenal bound. That could result in him snubbing Manchester United, which may have an unwanted knock-on effect for Liverpool. The Red Devils are now being linked with a move for Hugo Ekitike, a striker who has reportedly been on Liverpool's radar for several months. Alarmingly, there's every reason to believe he might prefer an Old Trafford switch. My favourite club as a child was Manchester United. I've always admired them, Ekitike told French radio station RTL in December 2024. The 22-year-old is seen as one of the brightest young strikers on the market after netting 22 goals and providing 12 assists for Eintracht Frankfurt this season. His pace could also appeal to Liverpool. Adding more speed to the team is a clear facet of Slot's summer plans. Ekitike has also been linked with Chelsea, although it seems unlikely the Blues would sign two centre-forwards in the same window. According to German outlet Bild, United has already expressed interest in the Frankfurt protégé. The arrival of Matheus Cunha and the possible signing of Bryan Mbeumo represent a positive start to the window for United. despite given its lowly 15th place finish in the 2024-25 campaign. Meanwhile, other options for Liverpool include Benjamin Sesko, Victor Osimhen, and Dusan Vlahovic. In other news, as Florian Wirtz closes in on a record-breaking move to Liverpool this summer, his likely wages have now been revealed. The German forward has reportedly agreed a stunning £116 million move to Anfield, shattering the club's transfer record in the process. It is set to be one of Liverpool's most significant pieces of business in years, with some believing Wirtz could become as influential as Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk. According to Sky Sports' KV Solokol, the 22-year-old will earn £10.2 million per year in wages, which could rise to as much as £12.7 million if individual and team performance targets are met. That equates to between £195,000 and £245,000 per week. He currently earns a reported £72,368 a week at Bayer Leverkusen. Including bonuses, respected football finance blogger Swiss Ramble has the figure slightly higher, reporting that Liverpool's annual wage outlay on Wirtz could be up to £14.8 million. Should Wirtz earn the highest amount possible, it would mean he is the third highest earning player at Liverpool, behind Salah £480,000 and Van Dijk £385,000. It has previously been claimed that Wirtz could receive as much as £355,000 per week, so this is a significant amount less. Financial greed is depressingly prevalent in modern football, with players' heads so often turned by money, but that isn't the case with Wirtz. Solokol points out that Arne Slot's tactical plan was one of the key reasons for him picking the Reds. Wirtz had the opportunity to likely earn more than Bayern Munich or Man City, but he spoke last month about finances not dictating his decision-making. When I moved from Cologne to Leverkusen in 2020, I did not think for a single second about my salary, but only about what is best for my career, Wirtz said. I also don't even care how much money I have in my account or what I could earn in the future. Of course, you should make sure that you get a good contract, but the sporting perspective is much more decisive for me than the money. It is refreshing to hear from Wirtz, who has been sold the idea of Liverpool and becoming a star man under Slot. The Reds want to build a dynasty in the coming years, becoming the dominant force in English football again, and Wirtz will be integral to that happening. The hope is that his price tag and wages still look like a bargain as time passes, as has been the case with Van Dijk since Liverpool paid £75 million for him. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.